One of the best parts about the entire book writing and launching process is the moment your book goes live. It's the moment you launch your book, you've published it, and now you're launching your book, and now the fun begins. This to me is where we see so many incredible people get their story out there to inspire thousands of others to grow their businesses and to start building and to start capitalizing on the opportunity that comes from a book. Now, when it comes to book launch, and I'm going to give you about 25 different book launch marketing ideas right here, right now. I'm going to lay it on. You can pick one, you can pick some, you can pick all to give it a shot and give it a try when you launch your nonfiction book so that you can grow your business, make an impact, inspire more people, and do the dang thing. But here is something that I want to address. It doesn't matter how good your book is if nobody hears about it. Okay, you've worked so dang hard to get to this point. If you are ready to launch a book, you got to make the most of it. So let's have some fun. Let's have a strategy in place and let's absolutely crush it. Here's what I would encourage you to do as I give this list. Listen to the list of these 25 things. See which ones really excite you. See which ones you think are the easiest to implement with your schedule or with your team, and then execute on a few and start to see, are they working? And then continue to use them. The cool thing is these ideas don't run out. You can use a lot of these marketing ideas during launch week and beyond. All right, so let's get into it. The whole point of this, okay, the whole point of everything I'm going to share with you is to help give you some ideas to launch your book successfully so that you can hit the bestseller charts, so you can inspire a lot of people, and so that you can use the business for the long-term goals that you have. Okay, use the book, for the long-term goals that you have for your business. All right, now this is tried and true. I've done this myself. Other authors have done it, and I've taken some of the best ideas and narrowed them down into 25 that we're going to talk about right now. So one of the first things that I want to encourage you to do to help you build awareness and market your book when it comes to book launch is to build a launch team. Now, you can do this a little bit more formally, or you can do this a little more informally. The formal type of thing is where you have a launch team application. You invite people to join your launch team. And in exchange of them being part of your launch team, you are going to give them an early copy of the book. You are maybe going to give them a bonus. You're going to entice them for being part of your launch team. And in exchange for someone being on the launch team, they're going to give you a review, buy the book, promote the book, post on social media, and really help you build the initial buzz. You can do that again, like I said, a little more formally. You can have that be small. You can have that be big. It really depends on your audience size and your goals. Or you can do it informally, where you kind of put together a list of people, maybe 25 to 40 people that of your closest friends and family who you know will support you through everything. And you can kind of have them be ready to go right when the book comes out to really start taking action and building that momentum. Number two is host a launch party. I think this is every first-time author should do it. Almost every author should do it every time. Launch parties are so fun. Not only is your book going to be the vehicle for a ton of success moving forward and a ton of opportunity, but it's also really awesome. It's freaking exciting. Like, you did it. You wrote a damn book. That's awesome. Celebrate the heck out of that. You deserve it. Let's party. Number three, okay, is book a podcast tour. This is one of the best ways to build initial buzz and for people to feel like you're everywhere. Okay, and one of the ways that you can do this is you can do a bunch of interviews 2 to 4 months in advance of the book coming out and have all the hosts launch their episodes with you during your launch week. This will give the world the appearance that you're everywhere at a time. You can also have people release them leading up to the launch with different calls to action. Leading up to launch, pre-order my book, download the free chapter, join my book launch team. During launch week, buy my book, buy my book, buy my book. Post-launch, you're on the podcast. Oh, in my book, I talk about this. Okay. And I can go deeper into any one of these things. So if you want to know more about it, reach out to me and let me know that you want me to do a video on any one of these in much more depth of how I would actually go about doing them. Number four, when you're marketing and launching your book, this is where you're going to have the most excitement. You're also going to be able to pitch yourself and you're going to be thrilled, like to get after it. And so this is where I want you to book some speaking engagements. You can do free and you can do paid. If you are a mom writing a book and your audience is other moms, well, where are the mom groups? Can you do a quick talk in a Facebook group? Can you show up to a PTA meeting? Can you join a book club and have your book be the featured book of the month? You want to just do some book clubs or some speaking engagements so you can really just start to get out there, start sharing your message and get people excited. Number 5, you can actually start your own podcast based on the book. And this could be something that is a solo thing. This could be an announcement that you have before the book that helps build momentum. Hey, new podcast. Hey, my book just launched. And you can really drive some awareness if you have the right plan and right strategy. Now, take a quick breather here because we're about 5 in and I got a lot more for you. But what I really want to articulate as I'm digging into these is that there's not one right way to do all of these. There's a lot of different ways depending on who you are, what books you're about, what audience you're aiming to serve, what your long-term goals are. And so again, I want you to see these and start to think about what's going to work best for me, what's going to go well with my timeline, what's going to go well with my goals and things like that. Number 6 is paid promotions. Paid promotions are fantastic. And essentially there are people out there that are part of groups that have built up email newsletters, have built up audiences that are willing to promote your book at a discounted rate if you are willing to get your book out there. So when I launch my books, I launch them at 99 cents. And there are people that will take my book and promote my 99-cent ebook to their newsletters. And that can get in front of hundreds of thousands of people, which can often drive great downloads or sales early on in the process. Number 7 is create countdown social posts. I love countdown graphics. When I was running my combine, the professional basketball combine that featured NBA draft prospects, we'd always do countdown graphics and those got tons of engagement. Why? Because people felt like they were part of it. They were part of the exciting things. They felt like they were really enjoying it. And so I would encourage you to post some countdown graphics 2 weeks away. So you can do it like this. Let me give you a real live example. 1 month away, 3 weeks away, 2 weeks away, 1 week away, 6 days, 5 days, 4 days, 3 days, 2 days away, 1 day away. Today is launch day. That right there is a bunch of posts. That's 10 posts that you can use in your stories on Instagram that you can kind of share and get people excited, get people hyped up, get people to anticipate the call to action. All right. You could include in those countdown posts a quote from the book or something, or an image of you or an image of other people with the books. There's all different ways to do it. Number 8 is make quote cards. So obviously before the book's out, the book's done, right? You know what the finished manuscript is. So you can do this many ways, but 2 of my favorite ways to do this is if you have an advanced launch team who's reading the books in advance, you can ask them to submit their favorite quotes or favorite lines in their book. That way you get the user-generated feedback, and then you create simple quote graphics with those quotes from your book. The other way you can do it is you can read it, or you can have a team member read your own book, find the zingers in there, the bangers in there, and create social quote cards around that. It's great because you can use those on carousels. You could use those as static images, but it's a great way to just kind of give the highlights of your book and talk about your book. Number 9 is send email campaigns. Send email campaigns on your launch day. All right, send email campaigns leading up to your launch. Send email campaigns during launch week and then post-launch week. All right, something that could work really well for you. A sample email campaign strategy could be 1 month away, 2 weeks away, a week away, 3 days till the release, 2 weeks till the release. My book releases tomorrow. It's launch day. That could be a pre-launch. Then it's launch week. Today's launch day. Then you post tomorrow. Here's where we stand so far. Buy my book for 99 cents. Today's the last day to do this. There's so many email campaigns that you can use, and we go over these with our clients to really make sure that they're hitting their audience at the right time of the year based on when their book launches. We're really making sure that they hit their audience with the right calls to action. But you can have so many great value-based email campaigns that ultimately lead to the big hoorah, which is buy my book, right? That's ultimately what you want to do. Number 10 is make sure you update all of your social media pictures and headers. So this is something that often goes under the radar. You work your butt off to write this book. You get graphics done. You have this awesome book cover, and then you don't even showcase that. Well, put that on your social. So if you're using LinkedIn, make your background photo, okay, make that related to your book. Brand new book, new book, best-selling book. and put images, book coming soon, and then put the date and then the book image, the book cover image. These can be a great way to just get seen more and more and more, right? If someone sees you on Instagram, they know your book came out, then they go to LinkedIn and they see it. They might be like, oh shit, I got to buy this book. I keep seeing it, right? We want to put our information in the front of people's minds. And update your social media pictures. You can make all of your profile photos a cover image of your book for launch week. You can do it of you holding your book for launch week. There's so many ways to do that as well. Number 11 is that you can apply for a BookBub promotion. Now, this is one of the ones that is it can be huge for your book. We had somebody who applied for a BookBub promotion, and it's rare that authors get it on their initial launch. A lot of times you have to apply for this month after month, but one of our authors struck gold, hit it right off the bat, and they were in I don't remember the exact number, but they were so highly ranked in the store. They had so many downloads of their books that they were competing next to Prince Harry in his book. And he was one of the biggest books on Amazon at the time. So he got so many downloads of the book, huge awareness, huge hit bestseller in tons of categories, all because he got this one promotion. So that could be a great promo to apply for or to mark on your calendar to just apply. And I believe you could do it every 30 days. Okay, I'm going to give you two more here right now, and then we're going to pause for a second. And that's number 12. Number 12 is do local TV spots. So what I have found is that in local communities, people love to promote local authors. It is a great, great opportunity to go to the local TV news station, pitch them that you're writing a book and that it's launching, and see if they'll be willing to do a segment or an interview with you. What's so great about this, and I'll be honest, it's not what you think. What's so great about this is not the fact that you're on TV and that's going to drive you a ton of sales. What's so great about this is that you can get images and the recording of you being on TV and then leverage that over and over and over and over again for marketing. It will make you sound more professional when you pitch yourself to other people. Hey, I've been featured on TV. I've been done this. You can you could cut quotes out from it and make that 1 minute reels, 30-second TikToks, 45-second YouTube shorts with your best clips. You can have images of you being on a TV set. That's so legit. And that's a great post to build awareness and to get people being like, oh my gosh, well, they must be crushing it. They were just on TV. And then you can lock that in. And then number 13 is to get featured in your newspaper. All right, get featured in your local newspaper, get featured in your city's newspaper. Again, people want to feature people and everyone's looking for content. But when you are trying to, let's say, pitch yourself to Forbes, well, do you know how many other people are pitching yourself to Forbes? Versus when you are a local author pitching to your local news station, you're able to get a much higher response rate. You're able to really, really crush it. And you're able to get often a really great article that then you can share again to build awareness. And this is where book marketing really comes into play. Okay. Like I said, I've done all of these things. And I loved on my first book, my entire community started to support me. I got invited to do speaking engagements around the community because they had seen me on the TV station. They'd seen me in the newspaper. I was starting to get recognized around the community, and that can be really, really valuable for you long-term. So that's 13. I said I was going to give you 25, and I am, but I'm going to do this in a subsequent episode. I'm going to do it following this. The next episode will be the remaining strategies, 14 through 25, to wrap up different marketing strategies that you can implement as you go through this. Okay. Now, if you want to jump ahead and you want to get these top marketing strategies for your book launch, I will give them to you all for free. I have a PDF that I will give to you for free. And the best way to do that is to text the word free to 661-669-7363. And by doing that, you're going to receive a free copy of my book, Big Idea to Bestseller. And in that, you will receive a free resource in PDF form of these top marketing strategies. So again, text the word free to 661-669-7363. And there you have it.